Don't get run over. Yeah, bottles of pop time. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just have these and then we'll zoom off up the road then. Come on, Caroline. Drink up. It's a lot easier driving a bloody steam engine when you've had a pint or two. Sort of, if you have had a little bit of beer, it sort of eases the pain a bit, you know. It's sort of a lot less bumpy and bangy than when you're stone cold sober, you know. It's bloody painful. Bloody hell, there's old fellas at 70 odd, you know, who sort of, doctors keep saying, unless you get rid of that thing, it'll kill you. And more often than not, it does kill them, you know, sort of thing. They've gone, though, like Ned's passed on to the other land, you know. Fell off his engine, you know. I don't know, there's something about a steam engine that gives you a grand feeling of power, and importance sort of thing, because, you know, the chuffing and the uffing, you know, like people pay hundreds of pounds for records, don't they, of the sound of a Black Five pulling 40 wagons of coal, you know, and they sit there in raptures listening to the damn thing rattling up some hill, and it's that noise, you know, that does it, you know, the rattling and the shaking and the chuff, 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 chuff. Very funny, really, with the motor cars. Like, there's two main things that go wrong. Number one, if, say, you're approaching some traffic lights and you start making your preparations to come to a graceful stop when some bloody clown in a TR2 or something will come right under the front, you see, and you can't see him at all, so you've got to take drastic action, you know, like Casey Jones' job, you know, angle back regulator open sort of thing, and then screw the bloody brakes on when you set off backwards, sort of style. But the other thing, the people who are, I suppose, in a way, genuinely interested in steam engines, and they come by in the motor cars, and you can actually watch them turn round, and they're actually driving that way, but looking backwards. And one instance I recall very well, where I was going up a big hill, you know, making a lot of fuss and a lot of smoke, chuff, 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 and cobs of cinders coming out the funnel. And at the top of the hill was a bus stopped, and a bloke come by in this car. So I turn round, look towards the engine, and the next thing, push into back at bus. I'd had a pint or two, so next left turn, I went round there out the road. Kept on going in a different direction. Get some water. Come and give us a pound with the tackle.
Got the key.
Yeah. Go and get key for turning it on. Now the authorities sort of keep an eye shut towards it, but really it is illegal to go stealing water from hydrants. You can apply for a licence, but everybody pinches a bit of water, and sort of, in my opinion, I think that they should pay us an annual fee for testing water hydrants, because half the damn things don't bloody work anyway, you know, and sort of, you arrive with your little steam engine in the middle of the night and lift the bloody lid off and it's full of mud. You know, you imagine if you lived in the house across the road and it were burning down and the fire brigade arrived, you know, they've got to dig all that bloody mud out, you know. I mean, we've already done it for them. Stick it in. Go on, have a go. Yeah, I'll give you a... Don't just leave it alone for a bit. Let's see what comes out at the other end, though. Every time we stop, which with this particular type of engine, it'll do about 7 or 8 mile on 80 gallon of water. Sort of, this public service comes in every 7 or 8 miles. Can you, Jane, can you hold this one? Put some more coal on it. Keep your eye on Clifford. Really, the quicker you can do it, the better, and I've got a call on the services of the wife and the kids, and, you know, they all do quite well, like, you know, they're all very well trained for the water, because it's very important, you know. I mean, if we let the damn thing go too low, like, you know, we'd have an explosion and wreck half the neighbourhood.
Coming out.
Oh, it isn't. It's not full up yet.
It will.
It's not. You're not holding pipe right. Whoa, turn it off quick. Bloody hell. Oh, wet through now. This caravan at the back is literally a wooden box on wheels that, in the days of the steamrolling contractors, the fella who drove the roller actually lived with it. You know, that were his home for the steamrolling season. Really, if you have a steamroller, you really need one of these vans, because it's like the support vehicle. You've got the coal under the bed and, you know, your jam butt is in the cupboard in the corner, and somewhere to put all your oil and your oil cans so they don't get nicked in the middle of the night. Oh, aye, and then, of course, the wife, the dog and all.